Yes, let me share my screen. Okay. Here we are in this UI. Here we are in this UI. Here yesterday I gave a basic introduction part of first 3 topics, that is here. Here under this web UI programming, we are in web UI. UI here it is a user interface. To create this user interactive page, we are learning here that list of all topics are here. HTML 4 and 5, CSS 2 and 3. Here third one JavaScript. Here JavaScript, fourth one jQuery. Here fifth one here Ajax. Here responsive design. Here responsive design. Then seventh one will be here Bootstrap. Eighth one will be here LESS and SAS programming. Ninth one is project. Here 10th one is exam. So total topics I'm going to cover in our UI programming here. Here under this UI programming, I'm going to cover that list of all topics are here. Here these on. In this HTML, it is a hypertext markup language. It is mainly tag-based programming. Here HTML is a hypertext markup language. Here it is a hypertext markup language. It is completely a tag-based programming. Yesterday we discussed that. Yesterday we discussed that HTML is a tag-based programming. Tag is nothing but it's an instruction to the browser. Here we can give our instructions to the browser in the form of tags. Here we have all tags are here, HTML, pair tags, unpaired tag, like that. We have all the list of tags. Here we are learning HTML. HTML is a hypertext markup language. It is completely a tag-based programming. Tag is nothing but it's an instruction to the browser. Here, basically HTML is creating basic structure of the web page. Basic structure of the web page, we can create it with this HTML. Next one, here second topic of our course is here CSS. CSS gives you, here it is CSS, here it is a cascading style sheet. It is mainly creates the style part of the web page. Here, style part of our application, we can easily design it by CSS. Here, third topic of our course I explained here, that is by JavaScript. Here, JavaScript adds functionality to our application. Here, under the CSS, we will... Here, under the CSS, we discussed here how we can work out with the CSS. Here, CSS, here it is a tag-based program. Sorry, cascading style sheet. It mainly creates the style part of our application. Here, style, here it is. Here, CSS here it is a style part. Style part here, background colors, borders, text related, font related, all styles, we will write it with this CSS. Here, text related, font related, all styles, we will write it with this CSS. Here, like this, you will understand here. Here, all the 3 topics, basic usage, we discussed yesterday. Here, today I'll revise it, what I have covered in that, and I'll continue with the remaining part. Okay. Here, here, total duration of our content will be here next 2 months. Here, HTML is a hypertext markup language. It basically creates a skeleton of web page. Here, second topic of our course is here CSS. It will gives you alignment of application. Here, alignment of web page, we can create. Here, alignment of web page, we can create it with this CSS. Here, background colors, borders, text related styles, font related styles, all we will write it with this CSS. Here, CSS gives you alignment. Here, alignment of our application by CSS. Here, next topic of our content here. Yeah. So, next topic of our course. Border related styles. Here, border related styles, text related styles, text related. Here, text related styles, font related styles, all we will write it with this CSS. Next one here it is JavaScript. JavaScript adds functionality to our application. Here, third topic of our content here, JavaScript. It is a client-side scripting language. It's a client-side scripting language. It is browser executable programming. Browser executable programming. We call it as JavaScript here. So let me show that execution here. Here I'll show you one real-time application where HTML is helpful, CSS is helpful. I'll show you. Here 9 o'clock. Yeah. Here. So now I'll show you here facebook.com. You can see that here Facebook related application. Here this is one Facebook logo and information. Here email address, password and submit button. So you can see one application here. When you right click, inspect element on this. Here when you right click, inspect element on this, we can see that standard code of HTML will be here like this. Doc type HTML head and body is the standard code of HTML. Here doc type HTML head and body is the standard code of HTML. Here doc type, it is a document type of HTML. Head tag and body tag you can show, you can see in every web page. Okay, doc type HTML. Here it is a document type of HTML. Here document type of HTML, it comes under doc type HTML. Head and body tag you can show for our execution. Here inside the head section, what we write it here, that comes under here CSS and JavaScript code. Inside the body, whatever we write it here, that is totally related to our content. See, suppose if I remove the body tag, you cannot see any output here. Here, once I refresh it, everything I can see here. If I remove the head section, see here, if I remove the head section, you cannot show, see, you can see the content, but there is no proper alignment for this content. Here, you can see some content here, but there is no alignment for this content. This is what here. Here, HTML. HTML is creating, it is a hypertext markup language. It is completely tag-based programming. Tag is nothing but it's an instruction to the browser. We can give our instructions to the browser in the form of tags. Here, these tags are here, head and body like this. We have all the tags. Now, once you refresh it, all will bank. Okay, so all the output will be displayed like this. So in this time, whatever content you can see here inside the Facebook, that is what our UI. Okay, this is our UI page. So basic structure for any application, for any web page, basic structure here. Here, doc type, for every application, here it is doc type, HTML, HTML start, HTML close. Under this, we can write it here, head start and close and body start and close. This is the standard code of HTML. Here, head start and close and body start and close is the standard code of HTML. Inside this head section, I'm able to write script and style. Here, I can able to write style tag. Here, I can able to write script tag. Script tag and then style tag, we use it here for writing CSS and JavaScript code. Here inside the body tag, we will write it here, all other HTML tags. All other HTML tags, we will write it inside the body. Here we are learning here doc type HTML head and body is the standard code of HTML. Under this only we are writing here CSS and JavaScript code. Here CSS code and JavaScript code. Here basic structure of HTML here, CSS and JavaScript code we will write it here. So now you can check it here, this Facebook page. Here you can enter your email address, password. Once you click submit button, your data will be redirected to server. See this colors and alignment is because of CSS. If you submit it, here this email address box, password box, submit button by HTML. If you submit it, you can see here that error message here. This error message is because of JavaScript. Here, because of JavaScript, you can see that here error message for our application like this. Here, this error messages, whatever I'll get it here. If I submit it, I'm getting error message here. This error message is because of JavaScript. Here we understood 3 topics. Now I'm going for, so first we know UI. UI means user interface. When you enter any URL in the browser, whatever application you can see, that is UI. Here facebook.com is one UI page. Okay, here HTML is creating basic skeleton of the web page. CSS is giving alignment. JavaScript is adding functionality to our application. So basic functionality of a web page, we can create it with this JavaScript. Next, we can write it here. Next one here, jQuery. Here, jQuery is an external library of JavaScript. External library of JavaScript, we call it as jQuery. So basic jQuery file 3.7.1.js, jQuery cycle.js, here jQuery UI.js. Here like this, you will find it here all related jQueries. Here jQuery is an external file. So because of that, you can implement all your output like this. Here now in this time, see, you can see here that execution of the code here for this jQuery. Just if you search for jQuery cycle, it is nothing but JavaScript only, but external library. Here, see here, because of jQuery cycle.js, you can see here shuffling, zooming, fading, like this, all types of effects you can see. Here, shuffling effect, zooming effect, fading effect, turn down effect, curtain X, scroll right. This type of effects we can show to the user by jQuery cycle. Because of jQuery cycle, you can show that type of effects. Here, next one, because of jQuery cycle, we can show you this type of effects. Here, next one. So let's see here, one more jQuery. I'll show you one more jQuery. jQuery nothing but JavaScript only, but it is ready-made file. With that, you can easily develop any type of output. See, if you want to create a draggable effect, we have to add jQuery UI.js in our project. See here, this is what one draggable effect. Here, droppable. See here. Here itself, I can drag it and I can drop it. This is droppable effect. Here, resizable. See here, we can resize our application here this way. Here, this resizable effect we can show to the user. This is the resizable effect. We can create it because of jQuery. Like this, selectable, sortable, resizable. This type of all types of effects we can create it by jQuery. Because of jQuery only, we can create this type of effects. Okay. Here we are able to create jQuery related effects all will be like this. Next, we can see here. Here, next one here, you can see here, the fourth topic of our course is jQuery. It is nothing but JavaScript, some external library. Because of that, you can easily develop slideshow of images, validations, draggable effect, all effects you can create it. Then fourth topic of our course is here, Ajax. Here, Ajax, here it is asynchronous. Here, asynchronous JavaScript and XML. Here it is a asynchronous process. So client will send the request to server. Server has to give their response. Here client is sending the request to server. Server has to give their response. This is what here client server architecture. Client will send the request. Server has to respond. This is client server architecture. In this, client is sending the request. Server is responding to that request. This type of here, client is sending the request to server. Server is giving the response to that. Here, this is what here client server architecture. In this time, you have to. Here, we are writing here client server architecture. Suppose if I show you here, one Union Bank is one site. If you open that site, you can see here one chatting window. Here, this is one chatting window. If I click on English, see it is directly selected the language. And once I enter skip here, see you can see all the list of informations. If I want to know about rate of interest and deposits, see here, go back to main menu or government schemes. Here, like this, you will get all informations, updated information it is giving for us. This is because of here. See, cards, I want to know about credit cards here, gold. Here, like this, you will find it here, all the list of informations you are getting here without refreshing, without redirection. That is Ajax. Here, without refreshing the page, without redirecting the page. Without refreshing and without redirection. Without redirection and without refreshment, if you are getting output for our application, that is what here client server. This is what here client server architecture. In this client server architecture, here chatting window is the best example for this. Here chatting window is the best example for this. Here chatting window is the best example for this. Here, client is sending the request to server. Server has to give the response in this client server architecture. Without redirection, without refreshment, if you get output, that is asynchronous. Suppose here, I want to know about the one of the menu bar, other services. See, my page is totally redirected and refreshed. My total pages got redirected and refreshed. This is possible by here. So my page is totally redirected and refreshed. This is possible by Ajax. Sorry, synchronous call. If you are getting output with redirection, with refreshment, if you get it, that is Ajax. Synchronous call. Without redirection, without refreshment, if you get output, that is asynchronous call. So we have two types of calls, synchronous and asynchronous. Asynchronous call output, you will get it here. Here, the chatting window is the example for that. Here, chatting window is the example for this. Here, chatting window is the example for this Ajax. Here, whatever I'm clicking here, I can able to get it. I want to go for main menu, Sukanya Samruddhi. So whatever menu bar you want it, that you can select it and you can get the output for this. This way you will get information. This is comes under Ajax. This menu bars all comes under here. Menu bars you are getting here. This menu bar is because of here synchronous call. This is synchronous call and that is here asynchronous call. Here, this way if you get your output, this is asynchronous call. Here, this is asynchronous call. And this is here synchronous call. Synchronous. Here itself it is synchronous call. So we understood here as of now brief information about the Ajax. Without redirection, without refreshment, if you get output, that is asynchronous. So we will learn about that Ajax. Here we'll learn about that Ajax here in our programming part. Just I'm giving brief information about the all topics. Okay. Next one here. Here, one more one here after this Ajax. Responsive design. Here, responsive design is the example for, here, responsive design is one example for how you are getting output for different resolution. We will get output for our application. Here in different resolution, you will get output for our application. So how you can get that output for our application, that you will understand here. How to get the output for our application by changing the resolution of our application. If we change the resolution, how you will get output, that we can learn it under this responsive design. Here under responsive design, you will understand here how you will get output for our application. How can you get output for our application? Here responsive design. Responsive design. So for this, here for this, that example of responsive design here. So example for this responsive design here. Here, check the website of Union Bank. Here, I'm showing that Union Bank website here. So how you will get output for our application. Here, how we can get output for our application by this, that you can understand here. So now I'm going to show you how you will get yes. Here responsive design. In this responsive design, you will understand here mobile phone, tablet, desktop. In all different resolution, how you will get output. See here, I'm showing that Union. Here, I'm going to show you. See here, this is one website. This is one website. In this, see here, loans and all, it is showing here single column in the small screen. Small screen structure, it is showing that menu bar is vertical now. Here, all output it is displaying here in the single column. Within the single column only, it is showing all these outputs. Next, I'm changing here that screen size. Here itself, I'll change it. You can see here it is 2-column structure. 2-column structure will show you for our program. Here it is 2-column. Once I click it, output will be like this. Here only you can check it here, that output, how you can display, that you can understand here with this programming. Here with this programming, you will understand here how you will get output for our application. And that too responsive application, how can we write it, that you will understand under this. So now, here change the screen size to tablet and here desktop. Desktop output is like this. Here desktop output is like this. And here change the screen size to tablet. Here tablet size. Here tablet size output like this. Mobile size output like this. So this is, you will learn it under responsive design. How to design our output for different resolution, that you will understand. Generally in mobile, we'll show you single column layout, single column. In tablet, we'll show you here 2-column structure. In tablet, we'll show you here 2-column structure. In mobile, here in desktop, we'll show you generally 3-column structure. 3-column structure will show you here for mobile desktop screen. So this way you will understand here all our output for our application. This is what here, all different resolution we are using here. This is for mobile, here only, here tablet, here only desktop. So like this, you will understand here in responsive design. Then last two topics are here, how to work out with the Bootstrap and lessons. Bootstrap, it's a ready-made framework. It's a framework of HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Here itself, HTML, CSS, JavaScript framework only, we call it as Bootstrap. Here, Bootstrap, it's a ready-made file, just like jQuery only, it is also a one ready-made file. Automatically, you can develop your application with this Bootstrap. Last topic here, lessons as. Lessons as here. Less is here, linear style sheet. SAS is here, syntactically awesome style sheet. It's a super set of CSS. CSS only, something extra we will learn it under this. That is lessons as. Under lessons as, you will understand here how to develop our application for with the CSS programming, but something extra under CSS that you will understand under lessons. Here, whatever topic I mentioned here, just brief information about each topic I explained yesterday and today's session. And Monday to Friday it is topic session. Saturdays I'll go for project session. One Saturday project session, one Saturday exam. See, if you want, you can check my here. Here, you can check my information here. This is 9 o'clock file. Here, I'm sharing you. Here. Here, this is what here. Here in this drive, I already created one drive for your 9 p.m. batch. And I'm uploading everyday recordings in that drive. Here, 9 p.m. recordings, everyday recordings I'm uploading here. And everyday programs, I'll upload it in the programs folder. Like this HTML4 folder, I'll create it and I'll upload it. Here, paint file, every class paint file I'm uploading here in this paint folder. And recordings, every class recording I'm uploading here in this recordings folder. Weekend test. So once I conduct any test, that question paper and answer sheet, I'll upload it in this drive. So like this, I'll continue everyday class files. Here, like this only, I'll continue everyday class related information. Okay, so this way I'll continue all my topics, Monday to Friday topic sessions, Saturdays will be project session. So you will understand each topic brief information. Here, brief information in this demonstration. For regular session, I'll continue 1 hour session, full 1 hour session. Tomorrow onwards, I'll continue regular session. I already, a few students already registered for this 9 p.m. batch. They already completed their confirmation for this batch. So I already shared the drive for them. So if you are interested to continue this 9 o'clock batch every day for the next 2 months, you can complete your registration. Here, you can complete your registration and then you can do everyday class related files like this. Okay. Yeah. So if you have any doubt, you can ask please.
Yeah, actually, what is UX?
Duration will be next 2 months.
No, UX. This is UI, UX.
Figma concept, Figma. Figma, it is different concept. It is not related to UI. UI is the web UI designing programming. Here UX is the Figma programming concept.
So UX comes under front-end developer only, no?
Front-end only, but it is not with this. That is different programming.
Okay. If you want to search for front-end, we need to learn UX also.
Yeah, UI, UX you will get it, but UI is a front end for development environment. Here, the clickable embedded programming is a UX.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes. Any other doubts? And you are not lifting the call from organizer. So please lift the call from DURGASOFT organizer and respond to her with your feedback. So by that you will get tomorrow's link. Tomorrow link will change. So you will get tomorrow's link and you can attend tomorrow's class for the continuation session. So demos completed by today. Tomorrow I'll continue day 1. So installation procedure, installation and configuration of application I'll show you in the tomorrow session.
Okay.
Okay. So respond to her call and give your feedback. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.